Well, I wanted to get some advice. So when I was younger, I'm 26 now, but when I was younger, around 2021, I was on Tinder and I was dating because when I was younger, I had this goal to find a sugar daddy. Like that's not an old creepy sugar daddy, but just like an older gentleman that would help me out financially. And from 20 to 26, I kind of evolved a little bit more. Like I'm more like an entrepreneur. Like I'm actually working in private equity. And I've been on my own for a while, but I feel like recently, like my dad passed, it's 3 years now. It's been hitting me that like that was my person, and I don't really have much of a support system. But it's like I haven't had support this whole time. You know what I mean? But for some reason, it's just hitting differently, and I
Mhm.
think I'm ready for like a relationship where a guy is actually helping me grow. And ironically, recently I moved to New York because before I was in Charlotte when I was dating, and the first guy that I went on a date with, I ran into in New York. He's actually a banker, so he's in the same industry that I'm like working in, and he's actually like active, like dating with a purpose, like he's looking for a wife. When we and him first met, his wife actually had passed giving birth, so he had lost like his whole family.
Oh.
Yeah, so it wasn't good time, and I was actually really young too. Like I wasn't ready for him. I was
Mhm.
like one of them. I was listening to like all the little rap songs.
She belongs to the streets.
Huh.
She belongs to the streets.
Man, get out of here, Bone. You're 26 years old looking for a sugar daddy. My God.
Egregious. She has since evolved. Look at Ash. Yeah, man. She came out straight out. How much hubris do you have to say, yeah, I was looking for a sugar daddy, not a creepy one, you know. At least I won't, can look at him when he just owe me a pumping and a sweating. Harlotry is abysmal. You can't justify being a harlot. There ain't no coming back. You cannot turn a harlot to a housewife. These are not just sayings, they got weight.
I was one of them.
Being
So
21, just being 21. Yeah.
yeah. So it's like now I'm more mature, and I'm like, okay, I see this going somewhere, but it's like I can't really remember why we stopped talking. I want him to kind of help with my business a little bit, like just help it grow. But
Hmm.
I don't want to. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
So, how long have you guys been talking?
We've had three conversations now. We schedule calls, so every Monday at 7 p.m. we talk. Is that weird?
Girl, that's very weird. Is he in a
Uh,
Hell!
you gonna say is that weird? Y'all just come up here. Y'all already know the answers. I guess y'all just want somebody that's more influential than y'all to tell y'all yes. Yeah, that's weird. That's weird that a man schedules a call with you every Monday at 7 p.m.
You know what, ladies, men are so simple. Just that Monday at 7 p.m. when you call, say, hey, how you doing? Say, hey, did your wife leave? He gonna be like, yeah. Just say it real quick, nonchalant, man. Just ladies, y'all have no reason. Men are not as slick as women. A woman could be cheating on a man and bring that ninja in his face and they shake hands and he won't know. Y'all women get away with moida. Just be slick about it. Use that women's intuition.
We've had three conversations now. We schedule calls, so every Monday at 7 p.m. we talk. Is that weird?
girl? That's very weird. Is he in a relationship or remarried?
I don't think so. I think I told him I'm not looking for a relationship because I'm focused on my business right now.
Girl, he got somebody. If he's scheduling a call every Monday at 7, that's
He
definitely
got
somebody.
somebody? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I'm not that emotionally involved, so it don't hurt. It's just more so like, okay,
This is a hyena mercenary. She's looking for a sponsor. She said, I told him I don't want anything serious. If he got a wife, that's fine. As long as he can finance my ambitions.
She said, I ain't that emotionally involved. It don't hurt me. It's cool. I ain't look for nothing. It's cool. I've evolved from being a 304. But again, what does atonement look like? Not like this. She do kind of with that filter, kind of look like Nia Long in Soul Food. I see you.
Ah,
You shut your lying nigga lips up.
there we go.
that's what he's doing.
Okay, well, if he hasn't told you, you don't. I guess you don't know if he's married or in a relationship, because I'm sure he just hasn't said anything. I'm just assuming, right? But what is the conversations like when you do tell him about your business, or you're going out to lunch, or you drop your glass slipper? What is he saying?
Well, he's very supportive. Like he gives me a lot of feedback. But in my world, I'm always on LinkedIn, so I'm used to guys get like he gives me the same advice that the guys I speak to on LinkedIn gives me. But it's like with him knowing that I know he has goals of dating me, I feel like his advice should be a little bit more like action oriented. But he's not in New York though. He's in Charlotte, and he comes here because for business when he's working at wherever he works. So yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It doesn't sound like, if you're on that type of time and if he's on that type of time, it doesn't sound like, it just sounds more like an emotional support buddy.
That's what it seems like. So
Yeah, that's what it seems like. If he hasn't asked you, hey, Clover, I know you're young. Do you need anything? And he's much older than you, right?
he's 12 years older than me.
Yeah. So if he's much older, he's scheduling calls. I'm assuming there's someone else in the picture. And I guess you guys are just there for emotional support to have combos.
No.
For the 6 days out of the week, he can't speak to you. So technically, there's nothing there. You guys are just talking every Monday just to say, hey, what's going on? All right, everything's good. Give me advice. Bye. You could get that here.
Right. I mean, when you hearing you say it, it gives a whole different perspective because in my mind I'm like, so outside of him, just dating in general, when do you feel like it's too soon to request something? Because I kind of
Listen, this is a home wrecker. All you masculine women, when you ain't so kind to your husband, to your providing husband, these women like her are waiting around every corner. They gonna treat him nice and kind because they want to milk him like a cow.
Cow head ass ninja getting milked by Boquisha. Y'all seen that movie? I Think I Love My Wife with Kerry Washington. Y'all better watch these movies and take some notes. Kerry Washington was beating Chris Rock upside his head with that femininity and sexual talk. He just couldn't. She was like, when last time you got some neck? He was like, man. She's like, when last time, y'all hunched in the car? He was like, man, y'all better stop playing with it and take the message in these movies.
feel like in our day and age, I don't really have time for the 4 to 5 month period of, I want to get to know you first. And then, like, I
What do
don't
you
have
mean
time.
request? What do you mean request? Like ask for money?
Like, not even ask for money, but like, I'm gonna be honest, like, I'm over the dinner stage. Like, I don't want to go to dinner. I want to go to the mall because it's like, what we going
Okay, well, if you want to go to the mall on the first day, I'm keeping it real. That's going to give off escort. That's going to give off prostitute. That's going to give that off immediately.
Yeah.
If I'm being very blunt with you, that's what that's going to get off. If you're on that type of time, sure.
It's just that guys, they be all on you, on the first date. And so that's why I kind of feel like, okay, well, since you rushing that, let's go ahead and rush this.
Yeah, it's not, let me say this for everybody watching. It's not materialistic. If you're meeting a stranger for the first time and the first thing you're asking out of your mouth is take me to Chanel, that means this is transactional, right? I'm not saying you can't get the goods. I'm not saying that. But if you're doing that when you meet them off the bat, hello, hi, my name is, take me to here, that means it's transactional. Let's call a thing right now. Let's just call a thing a thing.
So what do you think is a good time period to wait? Like, not to necessarily ask, but where you think it's appropriate to start saying, like, you said, alluding to, like, okay, I want this. Because it's not even just about shopping. Like, sometimes it's about, I may want to travel or I may want to.
Man,
Hell!
this woman come up here. He said the hell with taking me to dinner. The first date, we need to go to the mall. You need to start buying Birkin, Red Bottom, all that. Man, this is madness.
I love her choice of words, man. I'm not exactly asking, but when should I start alluding? You know what I mean? Allude. You know what how do you allude 304 harlotry? Allude to it. Stop. Just ask. She said, you asking for Kudakata? Buy me Birkin. Birkin for Kudakata. Shout out to Ashley Dalton. She said, let's call a thing a thing. That is transactional. Next question. Salute to that sister, man. She called her a harlot to her face. Blessings.
That part. He got to talking. Ashley up here
Do I smell a whore? Do I smell a whore?
I just want you to offer something. Like I just kind of feel like at some point a man is like you said, they should be offering to start doing things. Like when do you feel like it's appropriate to start expecting them to offer to do things?
I again, you can allude like I dropped my glass slipper, like I said, but you also have to think about who is it that I want to be. Do I want to be that girl? Let's keep it real. Look at me. Do I want to be that girl? Do I want to ask for money on the first date and bags on the first date? Is that how I want to live my life?
No.
I'm not saying, I'm not here to tell you how to live your life, but is that your intention? That's what I really want you to think about.
No,
Do
it's
I
not my
want
intention.
Go ahead.
It's not my intention. It's just that men be all on you on the first date. You know what I mean? So I just
What does all on you mean?
like okay. I don't know about other people, but men be trying to have sex on the first date. Like they try to get you to come back to their house. They want kisses. They do a lot, and it's just like okay, well,
Well, that means we're staying on a date too long, and like someone said, you don't have boundaries.
okay.
And we're drinking too much. We're having more than 2 drinks, more than 1 drink on the first date, and we're staying on the date too long. So that's giving him the impression that you're down.
Oh,
We're having more than 1 drink. If we're staying there too long, if we're getting too comfortable, then yes, he's gonna think that okay, she's down.
so what's a good exit? Like how do you exit out off the date early without?
Oh my God.
No bread, no water, just meat.
These are some of the laziest women on the face of the earth. All they want to find a shortcut through life. They don't want to work. They don't want to cook. They don't want to clean. They don't want to do anything. They just want to use their kudakata every once in a while. They don't even want to use it a lot. They want to use it sparingly, and they want the world given to them.
They tripping. That empty gratification going to their head like a virus, man. Listen here, ladies. Y'all women love talking about this, ladies' intuition. Listen here, nugs and some men, they can smell that desperation and harlotry on you. When you show up, you know what I'm saying, to the mall or to the restaurant, you show up and that transactional spirit comes through the door before you do. Y'all gotta self-reflect. Why is all these dudes trying to kiss you in your mouth, you know what I'm saying, after a 2-hour date? Because you seem transactional. They like, you gonna want some bread, so let me get my kudakata, and then I'll break you off for 40, 60 if you're nasty.
Like, do you do the my friend's calling, I have an emergency, I gotta go, or like how do you?
Yeah, but it should be a time. If we're meeting at 7, let's say we go 7 to 8, right? 7 to 8:30. All right, the dinner's done. You get the check. It was so nice meeting you. Thank you for taking me out, or whatever it is that you say, and that's it. You wrap it up, and you have to go.
Okay,
Yeah, they're saying go out earlier, 6 o'clock. Yeah,
I'm gonna try that, and I'm gonna
breakfast. Go out for breakfast. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna also update because I know you is other people that want to talk, but I'm gonna also update you too on this guy to see if it's true that he probably do have somebody. Because I figured that it's just he's busy because he's like working a full time and plus he's still going to school to get his PhD. So I'm like, okay, I know that's busy because that's entrepreneur. I'm gonna be honest, like I'm always busy. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to talk to him every day because.
And let me also add this too, Clover. When I think a guy can smell when girls are used to getting things from men.
Amen.
Because usually when you're about that life, you really don't have to ask. Mm-hmm. You don't. They'll be like, what do you need? Hey, did you eat today? I just sent you money. Oh,
I said this the other day, Mr. Walker. We were reviewing the video. The woman was saying this about the guy and the drinks at the bar. She said the guy was standing at the bar. He was ordering drinks for himself. If a man wanted to buy you something, he would just do it, ladies. Y'all don't have to ask.
Can't say it better myself. If a man want to marry you, you can't force him to do it. He just gonna do it. It's like magic, ain't it? Men go after what they want. Think about that, ladies. You don't have to ask a man to marry you. If you gotta ask a man to marry you, stop right there. You're doing it wrong.
You getting your hair done and your nails this week? Here's some money. Where can I send it? It's just given. It's not something you really need to ask for. If you allude to it, they'll give it to you. Mm-hmm. So you also want to think about how is it that I'm showing up in the world? How am I presenting myself? How am I carrying myself? That's something else I want you to think about.
I will do that. Thank you.
All right? You're welcome.
But I would say with a woman like her, you are transactional. So you done led with your kudakata. A man has no problem giving you money, but he must receive gok and kudakata every time. It ain't like, all right, this time I got you. No, every time I needs it.
Shout out to last night's Regal Rumble. Go check it out if you missed it. I gave the example. I said, if things go so bad and I find myself eating dog food, I cannot be reintroduced back into society. I'm done. Same thing with these harlots, these sugar babies. There ain't no way you can go into the mental space of hunching for pay, hunching for Birkin, and then say, you know what? I'm evolved and now I'm ready to be something like a wife or a serious girlfriend. That's insanity.
That part. Because they want these men to be generous and just give me money. You got millions of dollars. What's a couple 10,000, 20,000 here?
Don't work like that. Not at all. And if it do show us, we'll wait.
To think about.
I will do that. Thank you.
All right? You're welcome. Thank you for coming up, honey bun. Yeah, you want to think of that. Again, I know y'all don't want to hear that. Thank you, Sevens. Thank you. I just think when you are that girl, if I'm keeping them 100 with you guys, you really don't have to ask. I'm not, yeah, you can allude, but men want to impress you. When they like you, they want to impress you. They will do the things. If you're that guy's girl, if he's smitten by you, if he likes you a lot, he will give it to you. I promise you. I promise you. There's no request too big. If it is, he'll find a way. Don't worry. I'll find a way. I will find a way. I'm telling you guys this. You don't have to do 100 hula hoops, run through this. How do I talk softer? What color do I have to wear, Ash? Do I got to wear pink when I ask him? Do I have to manipulate it? No. If he finds you really attractive, he likes you a lot, he will give it to you. Whatever it is. Someone said it's in you, not on you. Yeah. Guys can smell it out. They can sniff it out. They can sniff it out. Even think about us ladies. We can.
They're going to say it's in you, not on you. It's in you and it's on you. All right, he going to put that meat in you, then he going to put that glaze on you. All right, let me meat in you, glaze on you. Yeah.
Yeah, that part.
Sniff it out. Well, let me look at her hair, her nails, her feet, her living situation. Look at the skin. You know, let me look. Let me see. Oh, she got a bonnet on. One lash missing, one lash on. The clothes got a food stain on it. But how do I get some money? Got an attitude. Exactly, it's the aura. Got an attitude. You not light. You not friendly. You don't got that. The aura is like, I don't need you. That's the aura. But it's not, I don't need you like boss babe, I don't need you, but I don't need you. You know, it'll be nice, but I don't need you, you know. The aura is light. The aura is, there's something about this girl. There's just something about her. I got options, Bob. Hello.
Okay. So shout out to Ashley with her advice for these harlots.
It is sound advice for transactional relationships. At best, I don't care. It is what it is. But as long as they're getting their desired outcome, we said this during last night's Regal Rumba. As long as these sisters don't find themselves where they got to complain about not ish ninjas and got them in a bad way towards the end of their life, salute to them. Continue on with your harlotry. Be safe, stay dangerous, and Godspeed. Appreciate your diamond hands and rocket ships. Says 2025, year of the concubine, glaze only. No glaze attached.
That part. So we're going to send her up to Glaze Galaxy and keep it moving.
All glaze, nothing but the glaze.
We got us the gun line.
Tell them about the gun line, boss.
We may not know which way to go. Oh Lord, see, this shit is gonna be dangerous. Some dark winged duck shit. Let's get dangerous. I play the fool for the fool. Everybody plays the fool sometime, and no exception to the rule. Listen, baby, you hear me? I played the fool for a fool.